Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco 3. Hope you're all doing well today. Looking forward to today's episode and the actual start of the La Liga season as we take on Huesca and Real Sporting Gijón to get things kicked off. So I am recording this before yesterday's transfer special went out. I'm going to assume that you liked the transfers. I'm still a little bit on the fence about all the Betis players that we bought or loaned in this season. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it still. They're here now, so it's good news for us, I suppose, because we have got really good players. The only issue is, when we play Betis, I've no idea who's going to play, because obviously they can't play against Betis. Little bit of a weird one, I know, but we'll build around it. We'll build around it. Now, I promised you I was going to sign a left back in time for today's episode. I've not. Basically, I've been looking, can't find any decent ones, or if they are decent, they don't want to join us, basically. So we will address that in today's episode. I've also found some more kids from Iceland as well. In fact, one's the same as it was before, but another one is a different one. So we could try and get 2 more people in from Iceland. Iceland is just our feeder club now. Anyway, as we jump into today's episode properly, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you do drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Make sure you press that notification bell so you're always alerted as to when a new video comes out. So without further ado, let's jump into the first ever game we're going to play in La Liga against Huesca. And this is the team that I think should at least give us a good chance of getting some points today. Dekene starts in goal as per usual. And his backline is pretty much all new. Pascal obviously was here last year. He was our CDM last season, but everyone else is new. Hannesson is one of the Icelandic chaps we brought in. He's a right back, but he's the only player competent enough to play left back right now, as we currently don't have a left back. So he's playing left back today, has got a strong left foot, so we'll do well. Alongside Pascal, we've also got another Icelandic man, Ingerson. He comes in, he's the other Icelandic chap we brought in. Looks pretty decent, 5-star potential, 3-star current ability. Might not be quite La Liga ready yet, but he's 20 years old, will improve. Then in right back and in centre back, we've got 2 players in on loan from Betis. The first one being Munoz, Rafa Munoz. He comes in, actually more of a CDM, but is playing centre back for us today. And then alongside him is Pineda, also on loan from Betis, 18 years old, very good already with loads of potential. Hopefully we can try and sign him permanently at some point down the line. Moving into the midfield, and we know all about Gahinde. He was here last season but played at centre back, and Sanchez is in the squad. Sanchez is a centre mid we brought in over summer. We got him on a free transfer from Elche, so hopefully he'll be decent. Moving on to the wingers, we have 2 players once again in on loan, obviously because this is a loan arm we've got right now. McLean from Manchester United starts on the left, and Perez starts on the right from Bayern Munich. And of course, JD Meakin leads the line, but we need to talk about him in a few minutes' time. So let's get this game done first. So kickoff is upon us here today. We're playing at home for our first game in La Liga, and to me it looks like a sold out stadium as the team news comes up. I'm just admiring the fans in the stadium. What a beautiful stadium we've got here as well. Can you believe it? We're 11th in the table after 0 games played. That might be the highest we're going to see ourselves this season. As let's jump into things, and there's a highlight straight from kickoff. This does not fill me with confidence at all. Now actually what I should check is it's on key highlights. I thought it could be on. They've hit the post. They've hit the post within 20 seconds. For a bit of the streamer showdown, I was actually testing games on full. We've cleared that one off the line nicely. I was doing a bit of testing on to make sure the graphics are in basically properly. Doing testing on full match as opposed to key highlights, so I could see if the graphics and the things going around the stadium were working nicely. They were in the end. I thought it could be on full match then, but no, it's just that Huesca have had 2 really good chances very early on in the game. We're looking to defend nicely here right now as they look to come forward again. Huesca. They've got Guendouzi. I mean, this is the calibre of player that we're looking at right now. As Bomber's scored for Huesca. Remember, Dekene is a goalkeeper who's taken his country to the finals of the African Cup of Nations. Like, he should be better than that for us. He should be right up there. As again, Huesca looking to come forward. Bomber uses pace, hits the post again. Is that twice Huesca have hit the post? Now we'll see in a minute when the stats come back up, but it's not looking great for us so far. Finally an attack for us as on loan David Perez comes forward, shoots from distance, hits the post himself. That's the best we've had so far. So we've hit the post once, apparently 0 times. Maybe it wasn't post, and they've hit it only once as well. So maybe they were good saves and stuff. That seems very weird. I swear we've just seen 2 balls hit the post. Annoyingly, Jay McLean picks up an injury 26 minutes into the first game of the season. Timo Wolf will come on for him instead on that left-hand side. Timo Pick up from where you left off last season, please, and score some goals. Another chance for us to build out from the back, or will it be a chance for Huesca to intercept, mess things up for us and score another goal? And it might be Huesca intercepting things, messing things up for us as they look to build out from the back themselves now. Can we win possession back? No, we can't, because we're not very good yet. Oh, this is going to be such a difficult season. I mean, Huesca are not predicted to do well this season at all. So, really, it bodes not very well for us. Although Timo Wolf wins possession back. Kahinde into Timo Wolf. Timo across to Perez. Perez down to Meakin. Meakin. Oh, he's hit the post. But he scores the rebound. Our first goal in the top flight of Spanish football. JD Meakin gets it. You love to see it. Brilliantly worked goal here. Timo Wolf and Perez with some great determination to get the ball forward. And again, Meakin also great determination to follow up his first shot in the back of the net. You love to see it. Huesca, though, do not want to stay behind us for long. And they haven't stayed behind us for very long either. Bomba scores immediately. Not good. At least we've got a goal. You know, we can celebrate our first game of the season by at least scoring a goal. Bomba, though, might be celebrating by getting a hat-trick. Another shot pushed onto the woodwork there. Dekene making a good save that time. But as we head into half-time, we're 2-1 down. It's not the worst result so far. Things could be worse. You know, we could be 2-0 down, 3-0 down, 4-0 down. We could not have scored a goal, for example. Like, I feel like we are playing relatively well. We've had a player injured as well, so that's not been, you know, a great help for us either, although Tim Wolf did help make the goal, so him coming on has been decent too. Bomba still can't get his hat-trick. He should have had a few goals today, I must say. He's played very, very well. Maybe time to make a couple more changes out there to see what's going on in the rest of our squad. Who's on the bench then? We have got Robert Tapu. Let's bring him on for Perez on that right-hand side. And let's also bring on Greyu. I can never quite say his name. It's Jamie Greyu. Greyu? We're going to bring him on in the centre of midfield for, I'm going to say, Kahinde. Might just give a little bit of quality to us in the later stages of the game. They might just help us score an extra goal or concede a goal. It's 3-1 Huesca now. 15 minutes or so to go. I mean, we're not clawing ourselves back into this game. I can't see us getting the result here. Unfortunately, we might get another consolation goal as Tapu on the ball back to Pineda into Timo Wolf. Timo Wolf does give us a consolation goal. He's played extraordinarily well since coming in off the bench for the injured Man United player McLean. Tapu with a good ball back to Pineda. First time cross. Timo Wolf nowhere near him to be helping. What am I trying to say? There was no one near him to defend him. That's what I was trying to say. Unfortunately, it's just a little too little, too... I've really butchered some of these phrases today, haven't I? Jeez. It was too little, too late. We've lost the game 3-2, but I think we have given ourselves a good showing, and we haven't embarrassed ourselves. The next game we play is against Real Sporting Gijón. They've drawn their first day of the season against Real Sociedad, who scored in the 89th minute, so might be a little more difficult the next game. So, bids are coming in for Katala to go out on loan, and actually I will say yes to all of these because Katala is not going to play for us this season. We need to free up some registration spots in the squad, so Katala, off you go. McLean's injury, 3 to 5 weeks. That is not ideal. However, we do, of course, have Timo Wolf, who played very well in that previous game, to come on the pitch instead. So we'll give him a shout and give him a go. Right, in between games, we've got 7 days. It's time to talk about some transfers. And the first one you might notice is the little icon here. You know what I'm going to say. JD Meakin, a huge offer from Bayer Leverkusen. The biggest offer we've had so far. £8 million, rising to £13 million. We've really got to think about some of this, because that's a lot of money. I don't want to lose him though. But if I reject this, I feel they're going to come back. Or maybe they won't. It's £8 million up front. They need another £7 million to release him from his minimum fee release clause. Because release fee clauses can't be triggered by additional fees. They have to be triggered by the initial fee. That's the only way they can get triggered. I feel like we reject it. I feel like rejecting it is safe still. We'll see what happens in the next few days, though. On the inside, as I was saying, there's 2 chaps from Iceland. We did look at signing Davio last time out, the attacking midfielder. But I've also found this guy, Bjornsson, who is a striker. Potential replacement for Meakin if he goes. However, current ability, potential ability, we haven't really got much in terms of scout reports on him just yet. There's another good striker from Cyprus that we've spotted and we're scouting at. And again, could be that replacement for Meakin should he leave the squad. Has played for a long time in Cyprus. Doesn't have a great scoring record though. That's his only issue. And last season a 5.85 is terrible. And we did touch on him briefly, I think, unless I edited it out in the transfer special, on Goran Popovski, who currently plays for a team in Macedonia. Is it Macedonia? He's playing in Macedonia right now. And we can pick him up on a free because he's got an amateur contract there. So we can just get him for free and that would be fantastic. Sometimes we look at him and sometimes I look at him and it says La Liga 2. Sometimes it says Spanish second pro B level. But he has got La Liga potential. And we could do with an extra player, particularly coming in for free. But he is inverted, so he's only got a right foot. He's not got a left foot. But we can train him to train his left foot. He's only 20. It's a weird one, but I think if we can get him for free, although he doesn't want to talk to us yet because we did try and offer him a contract or something like that and it broke down. So we'll come back in for him later on. But I think I do want to sign him. So those are the 4 players that I'm keeping tabs on. We've got a couple of weeks until the end of the season. We might try and make a move for them today. We might not. We'll try and find out later on though. We made £80,000 from that game in La Liga. That's the highest gate receipt ever, which is absolutely fantastic. And also we've broken our record attendance. That attendance of 8,735 was a record high for the club because that literally is the stadium capacity, I believe. Oh no, not quite. We have 8,786, and that game was about 50 off. So 50 more people for another game will break the record again. Oh, right. Now it's getting serious. Apparently Eibar are thinking of making a move of £15 million for JD Meakin. Meakin, please. Still doesn't want to talk contracts with us, understandably. He wants to move to a bigger club. We get that. We know that. But I quite like him to stay at the club. It just depends if those offers are going to come in. I'm panicking. I don't know what to do if they do come in. So, Bayer Leverkusen make a JD Meakin bid. It's 9.5, rising to 15.75. So this is what I mean. Obviously, they're bidding more than £15 million, but not outright. They've got to bid £15 million outright to trigger that release fee clause. So at this stage, maybe we have to start thinking how we make money. I don't want Meakin to go at all. He is absolutely incredible, and I think he could guide us. He could really guide us to future glory. We're at a big crossroads. Oh, I'm going to have to reject it, really, aren't I? Because I'm thinking of the money. Now, obviously, the Liga have come in. They've given us loads of money for TV rights. £18 million in the bank. We don't need to sell him for the money. Projection-wise, it's going up and up and up. All right? But that's only because we've got such low expenditure right now. As our expenditure increases, as we, move up and get more money and spend more on wages, this will start to decrease. So I highly doubt we'll have £100 million in the bank by the end of the 2030-31 season. I don't think any players of his potential will want to join us permanently anytime soon either. So we're going to have to keep rejecting until someone triggers that release fee clause. I'm not letting him go until that release fee clause is triggered, I don't think. But then all I think is, well, if we can get more than £15 million for him, with add-ons involved as well, then is it worth selling him? Basically, we need the transfer window to end. We need him to decide that he wants to stay at the club, and we need to get him on a new contract with like a £50 million minimum fee release clause. I really struggle with the word minimum. I always almost stumble over it, so you might recognise that I have a pause every now and again before I say minimum, because I always panic about it. So we've got more info on these players. Still nothing to make me say we should sign them, particularly with the estimated wage demands of this player being really high and his current ability being relatively low, but potential is quite high. We still need to find out more about the Icelandic chap. He's got La Liga potential, currently operating at a Liga 2 level, apparently. I think we just need to know more about him and his actual individual attributes, because finishing looks a little low to me right now. If it's 13, that's decent. If it's 9, it's not so decent at all, is it? And the other guy, we tried to side David last time, didn't we? We don't need an attacking midfielder, but it would be useful to have one in case we decide to operate with one. And again, potential's decent. But I think we need more info. I don't think we're going to make any signings today because I just want more info on these players. And again, like, these guys could be good, but we just need to get more intel. We've got 10 days until the end of the transfer window. Next episode, hopefully I'll be able to announce a couple of new signings to you. If not, then there won't be any signings. Anyway, Rail Sporting Gijón game this time. Obviously, Joe McLean's got to come off for Timo Wolf, and we'll swap him over with, let's get Raul Jr. on the bench, or maybe Romano, who plays right wing. No, we've got a right winger and Tapper on the bench. Okay, there's the team. We'll leave it as it was because it was a decent team that nearly got a result against Huesca. Let's go for it again. We've got to give Raul Jr. a squad number. Oh, this is where it's going to get annoying now with the squad numbers. Luis Moreno. Who was he again? I feel like he's a new player that we've brought in. Luis Moreno. He is. It means he won't be able to... He's only 2-star. Okay, we don't care about Luis Moreno. He's not going to play many games for us this season. But it will just... Oh, the squad number issues, glitches are going to be really annoying. And when this starts to... Oh, what if we bring the new players in? So we've got what? Potentially 4 players join the club. They'll all need squad numbers. We haven't got those squad numbers. We can't change them now, apparently. And we might be pushed to get 4 of those players. Oh, it's... Why can't we just have more numbers? I don't understand it. Anyway, kickoff is upon us in our glorious white kit as Pascal's been sent off, hasn't he? 90 seconds into this game, Pascal, straight red card. Why? I mean, it's okay. We can just, you know, make a back 4 like that instead. There's no real change there. And I'm sure our defence will still be leaky anyway. But Pascal, why has he done that? First proper highlight of the game, though, looks like it might be coming to us. As Timo Wolf into Kahinde. I don't know why he didn't take the shot on himself there. He should have done, really. Instead, it's Gijón coming forward on the counter-attack. In past our defence. Shot straight at Dekene, though. So Dekene making a good save on a 7 rating already, which doesn't bode well 20 minutes into a game if he's already on a 7 rating for a goalkeeper. Not ideal. Although it does show he is making lots of saves, it just also shows that we are conceding lots of shots against us as well, which is less than ideal. Gijón looking to come forward. Of course, this is the La Patra Derby. La Patra Derby, I remember this now. Of course, we used to try and get this guy from Gijón called La Patra all the time. He'd join us on loan for about 2 games and then get recalled straight away. Several times that happened. So a bit of a rivalry against Gijón, but they've taken the first blow in today's game as they get quite a nice goal from distance, I must say. I mean, how we've let that go in the back of it, I don't know. Well done, Gijón, though. I'm sure you'll have a great day scoring plenty of goals past our 10 men right now. How have we not won that? How have we... Jeez. We're not even doing the basics right now. The thing is, we have got a better team and... I mean, it makes it hard to say when they do that. We have got a better team than last season. I mean, this doesn't really represent that, though. I mean, oh, you hate to see it. Oh, I don't want to watch this. Oh, you hate to see it. So let me restart that sentence again. We have got a better team than last season. I really think this team is head and shoulders better than the team that we had last season. The issue is, most of them are on loan, and the teams we're playing against are a lot better than us. Although JD Meakin doesn't care who he plays against, he always scores goals. Huesca Gijón, he doesn't care. 2nd of the season for him already. And another assist for Timo Wolf, or another goal involvement for Timo Wolf there. He gets the assist this time. Didn't actually get an assist last game, did he? But scored a goal last time. Was involved in the build-up of the first one. Scored the second. And has been involved in the build-up of this one as well, getting the assist. So Timo Wolf has been superb again to start off this season. A highlight, though, for Gijón, potentially, as they look to bring the ball forward. Omar on the ball, running forward, and it's a good block, but no one getting the rebound on that one. It goes straight back for Gijón as they get the ball down out wide, looking to put a cross in the middle. Can someone get on the end of it? I mean, not a Gijón player ideally, and luckily he's put it over the bar. I've also noticed as well that this XG match story screen, we'll see it in a second, is broken. I don't know if it's broken on your save, it just doesn't work on mine anymore. It doesn't show me any of the XG or anything like that. So I think I might change that paddle as Perez looks to score a goal. Can't do it just yet. Unfortunately, the highlight is continuing, which just screams goal for Gijón right now, particularly when they can just bring the ball down like that so easily. Why are none of our defenders challenging? Can anyone give me an answer for that, please? I'd love to know the answer, as straight away another highlight is it's cleared by us, but to just other Gijón players as they come down the right-hand side this time and look to put a ball in the middle. Please someone get a challenge in here. Oh, we're being so lucky that we're not conceding more goals. The annoying thing is that Huesca and Real Sporting Gijón are both predicted to finish bottom half this season. And both games we have been properly turned over, actually, for the most part. So I can't wait until tomorrow's episode when we play against Real Madrid and Barcelona. They're going to be exciting, aren't they? Second half, though, is breezing by. Let's make a couple of changes out there. Who can we bring on? How about Diego Garcia for Pineda, getting back on the pitch? Let's bring Diego on for Timo Wolf today on the left-hand side. And then Raul Jr., let's give him a go. Raul Jr.'s been with us for the entire journey, right? Well, not actually the entire journey. He joined in Spain. He wasn't here for Gibraltar, was he? And actually, it's a bit of a shame we got rid of Ethan Brito last season at the end of his contract, because he would have been here from the very, very start in Gibraltar all the way to La Liga. I feel a bit guilty about that now. I might try and re-sign him, maybe, just for the memories. But Raul Jr. has been here since the start of our time in Spain, and he's still here right now. And hopefully, I'd love to see him score a goal in La Liga at some point. Hopefully today to get an equaliser. He knows more than many about the rivalry that we have with Gijón. I mean, right. This should be 1-1. What about Dekene's just gifted a goal to the opposition? Who gifted the goal then? Was it Diego Garcia? Who was it? Munoz. What was he doing? I mean, Kahinde was sort of at fault in both of them, but not as much as Dekene or Munoz. It should be 1-1 this game. I mean, 30 shots for Real Sporting Gijón maybe suggests it shouldn't be 1-1, but I mean, I just feel a bit hard done by with some of the goals we have conceded today. If we can just get a second goal, that would be good for our goal difference, you know, only keeping one goal in it. But it would also make me very sad, because then it would mean we should have won the game 2-1, really, looking at the quality of goals scored. We haven't scored it anyway. It should be 1-1. We've lost it 3-1, but that's what's going to happen this season. Quite a lot, I imagine. So obviously not the ideal start to life here in Spain. We've lost 2 games. We've had a long-term injury or a mid-term injury to one of our key players on the left wing. Pascal's going to be banned for 3 games as well. We can't appeal against it. I won't appeal against it. It was probably justified apparently, so let's not appeal against it. So not an ideal start, but it's progress at least. We're here. We've got very difficult games coming up. Celta Vigo, Valencia, Levante, Mallorca and Tenerife. They're the winnable games there, maybe, I think. Rayo Valladolid, of course, we played last season in our division. That could be winnable. So there could be 3 winnable games in a row there. But next time we're going to come back for... And actually, we've got a Seville derby as well, because both Betis and Seville are in Seville. But we're going to come back next time for Barcelona and Real Madrid. That's going to be exciting. So I did say to you that next time we're going to come back for Barcelona and Real Madrid. However, I think in between today and next episode, there's a winnable game. 2 winnable games in Tenerife and Valladolid. I think they're both home games, and I think they're both winnable. And I think out of all the games we've got, these are the most winnable. I think we might lose the rest of them. So we'll come back next time for Tenerife and Real Valladolid. And then after that, we'll come back for Barcelona and Real Madrid. Interesting games coming up. So thank you so much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have done, drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.